Hi, crypto fans. Welcome to CCS Cryptocurrency State. We are here again with Chris from Yield Farming Coop and Boris. We are checking again how it's going with our NFT collection. We have been here with the collection from August. We did the third payment, 100% successful on December 9th. So we bring you all the transparency about the collection and how everything is went until this point.
So awesome. Let me go ahead and share the screens real quick, and then I have some information to share. So here we go. All right. So like you said, Santiago, we've been going since the 22nd of August. We still have our collection. It's still unique, 8 designs. And through the reporting period, which was last weekend, we had sold 323 NFTs for people. So as a reminder, each NFT is 0.1 Ethereum. So we took that and we did a little analysis. We've had 81 unique wallets participate in this program. That's up 33 wallets since the last time that we were together. And the largest participant now has 39 NFTs in their wallet. So that's a really great number. So there are quite a few that have less than 5. And there are a couple that have more than 20. So, All right. As you recall, the first period was from August 22nd to September 6th. During that time, we had sold 47 NFTs and had gotten a daily average earning of about 1.13%. So over that time period, it was a 16.93% return. And at the end of the period, we had 13 NFTs that were vesting in the 30-day period, so they didn't receive a payout the first time. And this statement is true for every single month. I only put it on this first slide, that we've 100% paid at 10% of the USD investment value for all the payouts. So right on track. The second period, we went from September 7th to October 5th. We sold 89 NFTs. We had a daily average for the entire time frame of 0.48%. So that generated 13.92% yield over the entire time frame. And at the end of that time frame, we had 90 NFTs that were still in the vesting period. So period 3, October 6th to November 3rd, we sold 89 NFTs. Our daily average dipped just a little bit with everything going on with the market at that time. As you recall, that was right before the United States election, and October was a little bit of a volatile month, more down than up. It wasn't really Uptober this year, but we got a daily average of 0.44%, and at the end of the period, we had 101 NFTs that were still in the vesting period. So, but
sorry,
still,
quick question.
Yep.
Just for people to understand, vesting period, this means the period that not 30 days have passed since since they bought the NFT, right?
Right. Yeah. They haven't held the NFT for at least 30 days. And then, when the vesting period's over, you get your full earnings back from the date of purchase. So, normally you may get, 0.01 ETH or the equivalent, like say $27 if you bought in when Ethereum was 2,700. But then because like you might have had 59 days, which is just 1 day short, so you would get paid like $53 instead of $27. So.
Yeah.
All right. And then the most recent period, between November 4th and December 8th, we had sold 100 NFTs. Our daily average was heading back up at 0.49% per day. And we have yield generated of 16.66% over the entire time frame. And at the end of the period, we had 94 NFTs that were still vesting. So let me see. Overall, are there any questions you have on the specific metrics or specific farms or anything like that in terms of percentages or dollars or anything?
No, it seems that
No.
since Trump won the election, the things have been pumping a lot, and this is also affecting the percentage on our yield farming strategies, right? So
Yes,
absolutely.
volume.
Yeah.
Volume is great. Like every time, it's funny, we should all pay attention to what the World Liberty Fund is doing. Every time they go out and
link ETH.
Yeah, exactly, right now. But those were all in our farms and they all went whoop, like it was great, except for until they went out of range, and then we had to re-range. So,
Yeah.
but anyway, it was really good profits for that time frame.
Absolutely.
So, just in terms of how much USDC we paid out in period 4 to NFT holders, we paid out just about 7,400 USDC to all the NFT holders. And just as a reminder, a little bit of the program, we're still farming on Uniswap and Aerodrome. We moved up the risk curve just a little bit because we invested into a couple of farms where the tokens are not in the top 100 anymore. Like Pendle did get into the top 100 and then it fell back down to 112, so it's really close. But then there's a couple of others that were not in the top 100, but are great producers and pretty stable. They're just not super large. But the majority is on Uniswap that we have. We have ETH, Sol, Sui, OP, Tau, Pendle as our biggest holdings within the portfolio at the moment. And most of them are paired with USDC or just ETH or USDT. So it's, nothing too exotic in the pairings. It's just solid, proven farming on great performers. We still don't have anything in the meme space, but we're focusing, as you can see, on layer 1s, layer 2s, and the AI space at the moment as our core focus of our portfolio.
Perfect.
There's a couple of gaming items out there that I'm looking to add to the portfolio, as well as we think that might be a sector in the near future that might be pumping, but it won't be a huge amount.
Yeah.
MX, Beam, that kind of stuff.
Like Super and like Beam, even AVAX is falling into the gaming realm at the moment. So
Definitely.
so those are the biggest well-known ones, but there's a couple other real small ones that are just launching that can have huge potential for growth. Again, that's more of gambling stuff that I would do on my own, not put into the portfolio. So,
of course.
Yeah, just a couple of comments before continue is that some of these yield farming strategies could look like super not risky, but that is part of this strategy. I know that there are ways to get more yield in different strategies, and also in Meteora that in the channel we have been getting into that a little bit with Boris and another video partnership that we did. But guys, we are managing your funds. That is why we take this super seriously. And we want to guarantee that 10%. So for everyone that is seeing this video, Chris, Boris, and I behind this. Chris is super serious about how we manage funds. So if you want to play with meme coins, yield farming strategies, more risky, you can do it your own. But we are here to generate your 10% monthly. That is our commitment. So I just wanted to mention this because we received some comments about maybe getting into more risky strategies, but it's not the idea here. We also are here to the long term. So right now we are experiencing the bull run. Sometimes the yield farming strategies are easier, but we plan to continue this on a bear market conditions, which is not super common. So the idea is to generate also some funds that is going to allow us to keep alive this during the bear market.
mm-hmm. Yeah, we've been farming consistently for the last 14 months with a different program, and that was in the middle of the bear, and all this year, as a matter of fact, from March till about October has kind of been down for a lot of the things.
Yeah.
And yet we've still been returning yield month after month. So you are absolutely right. Some of these we have for token appreciation. We have our strategy for laddering out as prices go up to the top, so that, let's just say, for instance, if the portfolio was 50,000 and conservatively we say it's going to be like 2.5x at the top, then ladder out responsibly on the way up according to our documented plan, and then when give it a few days for the market to adjust back down to where it could potentially land for the bear cycle, and then the extra stable coins that we now have sitting in there would allow us to have larger farms in lesser risky plays and still generate the same amount of yield. So
Mhm.
that is what we're working with for the portfolio management aspect of this. Much to a few comments also I've seen is how come you don't take the earnings and invest them right away to earn more? And I said, well, that's because this is a volatile market, right? So we want to make
Yeah.
sure that if we earn 10%, that we keep the 10%. So every time we process the farms, which I touch it on a daily basis, we take the rewards, we convert those to stables so that we're guaranteed to have the funds and we're not gambling with anything. Cool. To move on to the next thing, again, prices are volatile in the market. We earn yield on the volatility. So the more volatile it is, the better for us to make money. But we do so responsibly based on predefined ranges. And we're always seeking to enter into farms that are at least sideways or upward momentum because those are easier to maintain the impermanent loss. I can easily make 6 to 10% a day on a farm, even on a farm heading down, but that generally will not outpace the impermanent loss for those farms. So I don't prefer that. We do have some automation in place for stop loss. Um, and for rebalancing at the moment, I have all rebalancers turned off to save on operational costs and fees. So we maximize earnings for everybody. So it is all manual ranges at the moment. And we do daily monitoring for the funds. And then as a reminder, payouts are all made in USDC. They are prorated for the number of days that your NFTs are held. And your first payments are always after that first 30 days of holding it because we need your funds for the 30 days to farm. Like I can't just pull it out of thin air. We actually have to go and make these yields for you. And that's all I have on the payouts. Boris or Santiago, do you have anything to add? Nope. Okay.
No.
Again, just for this program, I want to make everybody aware of the risks. Once again, if this is the first time you're seeing this, one, there's always a smart contract risk. All of the exchanges are run by smart contracts. If they were ever compromised or something like that, obviously that would be a detriment to the safety of our funds. So we're only farming the most reputable, largest sites out there with the most security audits. There is the impermanent loss risk, and that's when the value of the market or the tokens being farmed goes down. But we can generally mitigate that with the right ranges, constantly tracking impermanent loss to make sure that we repay any impermanent loss due to swaps or rebalances or anything like that before we declare a net profit for the day. And then also the entire market shifts. If the entire crypto market goes down by 25%, well, we're in that market, so we all go down 25% together, and then we ride our way back up in terms of the tokens. But if you want to
We
get
don't
into
jitters. We don't
uh,
panic sell.
no. These are all tokens that I would personally hold in my portfolio for a very long time. So um, like for instance, if we're farming Solana USDC, right? I don't really care if I'm fully converted for Solana for USDC in the range that I want. I know that Solana is going to continue to go back up. It's just a matter of time. And it's a great producer because it's a counterparty to all the meme coin plays that are out there right now. So people are buying Solana to go and get into the meme coin action. So
Yeah.
And then again, just a statement about the program. We're going to run this as long as it's profitable. And in the event it's no longer profitable or for any other reason we have to close it down, we will close all the farms, divide the funds equally to all NFT holders, and airdrop all those funds back to all the NFT holders. So that is the exit plan if we have to. And with Boris's help, we have a Telegram. It's not the most beautiful link, but I'm sure Santiago or Boris can put that in the description of the video so you can click on it and join. And that is the best place to go to get your questions answered regarding this program. So it has direct conversation with Santiago, Boris, and myself. So cool. Do y'all have any questions or anything?
Yeah, thank you for mentioning this. I wanted to add that on the last month, I think it was, we added the Telegram, so you can join there and ask any question regarding the program. The Telegram is free to join, of course, and it's only dedicated for this NFT program. You can do any question, anything that you need to know before buying the NFT, or of course, once you buy and you're there, we have monitoring everything there. One thing to remind is that you can sell your NFTs on the collection itself. If you go to the NFT collection, you can see that there are other NFTs that worth less than 0.1 Ethereum. The only thing to reminder there is that you need to check the price of those NFTs, because the 10% is always based on the amount of US value that the NFT had when it was bought.
The first time.
Yeah, the first time that it was bought. So you may see an NFT at 0.9 Ethereum, but you really need to check the initial value of the NFT on the first time that it was bought, because the 10% is calculated based on that. So just wanted to clarify that to anyone. But you can sell your NFTs freely on the collection. And of course, we are doing buybacks after you hold the NFT for 3 months, correct, Chris?
60 days. So
60 days, sorry.
yeah, so in the from day 61 forward, we can use the guarantee, the buybacks. So we had agreed that you would keep all your yield for the entire time frame, and then at any time after that you want to buy back, then we would be able to pay you back the 80% of the US dollar value of your NFT. So so if you as long as you hold it for 3 months, you're in the profit. So
Yeah.
Okay, but it's capped at 130%, right?
no, we remove that cap for this program. So
That's incredible.
it is 20% of the USD value paid for your NFTs.
Yeah.
As long as
That's
you
amazing.
Yeah,
as long as you,
Holy shit.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
You cannot lose on it, basically.
perfect.
Amazing.
Yeah, I
Okay.
mean, basically what it does is it allows us to go and collect the funds from the farms and then submit that with the payment. The way that it actually works is I will need a message in Telegram that you want to activate the buyback. And then we'll set up a DM to go back and forth to work out the particulars. I just need to verify your wallet, and I need to verify your the price is paid. So then I will confirm with you the amount that it would be, and then from that point, I will need proof that you sent your NFTs over to the burn address. We're going to burn the NFTs out of existence that had belonged to you. Once those burns are done, then you'll receive the payout in your wallet for the NFTs. Yeah, and that was it. I just had the thank you slide at the very end, saying thank you for participating with the program and allowing me to farm for you. And I've had some really great feedback from people. I've had some people talking about how they're replacing part of their daily jobs with this. That they're using this to hit a long-term savings goal. Like for instance, I know of somebody that had some plumbing done to their house. It cost like 16 grand to do it. And then through this program, they can start off with just 5 grand. And then over the course of a year, they would have 16 grand without putting any more money into the program. So their plumbing bill is now 5 grand instead of 16 grand. So that's awesome to hear stories like that.
Do you want to share a little bit about your community, Chris, before we end?
Oh, sure. That'd be great.
Yeah.
So we're the yield farming co-op. So this is the co-op school page. And then once you're in there, obviously we have all of our classroom and courses set up that you can get access to, everything that I just described.
Yeah.
But then the last thing I was talking about is our yield farming game. It's the Farmer's Bounty. We have a full white paper over here on how you can earn on this game and participating in this game when you go in and become a farmer in the game. And then we have live stats. So we update on a daily basis talking about how big our rewards silo is, waiting to pay out all of the farming yields, and the health of our rewards in terms of the next 30 days of payouts. So what this means is right now we have 112% required saved of the payouts that are going to go out. So we're doing a great job stocking our treasury full beyond what is required for the next 30 days of payouts. We have 2 ways to earn. One, you can be a landowner. And basically, if you buy a piece of land and you get farmers on your land, you will get 2% of all of their farms on your land. And if you get the enterprise, if you the enterprise is 500 USDC, it can hold 100 farmers. Then we have large, family, and retirement, all different costs, different size farms that can go on there. And then one other feature of this program, which is kind of unique, I think, is a full profit sharing. So every month we run a P&L for the game, and we devote 25% of the profit for the entire game back to players who've purchased a co-op membership within the game. And it's just based on 100% game P&L statements. So that's kind of unique for the this space as well.
Okay, guys, great. This has been amazing. So everyone, if you want to join Chris community, the game, or the classes and everything, the links, of course, are going to be on the post on the description, with also the links to the NFT collection and the Telegram, so you can join, ask anything that you need before buying any of the NFTs. And yeah, everything is there, first link of the description. Thank you very much for another amazing live, and we'll see you next.
Perfect. Yeah. Happy holidays.
Yeah, happy holidays for everyone.
Happy holidays, and see you in 2025 regarding this for the January update. Looking forward to this one as well.
Absolutely.